and so ancient. So, take Flyte. It is their best map. It is Kojomo's best map. But can they handle EG, who have left their last two opponents at 2 or less rounds? I'm sure Take Flyte can do better, but how much better? I'm fine, Drama Collection McHenry. Let's take this one away, as Take Flyte are going to be taken off to Cave.
Ooh, or maybe mid here. They're going a long way around to try and just pack unit this A play here, but they're going to walk into a bit of an A stack, and that's your util drop to the ground right there without aggression, and there's much more waiting around the corner.
Yeah, the two players coming back into A main, 3 players holding this cross, but it's down to the kills. These pistol rounds. Sandman will open up the first, but Jeorge gets another one in, weaving the kills between. Sandman, a third on the round. Oh my goodness. He dealt a heck of a lot of damage down there on the A site. It gives time for Kojomo to at least get a rotate and a bomb plant, though, on this pistol.
Here we go, Kojomo in the 1v2. I said he had to establish himself, force a little bit of respect on his name heading into this head-to-head right now. He's got it on paper already, but establishing it in the server on the pistol round would be a statement to start things off. He's already given them a bomb plant here, but he's got to close it out in the 1v2. There's a kit, or rather a smoke on Junior. There is no kit, actually, so he's buying a lot of time right now, and he's repositioned pretty well.
Yeah, but you can see that Evil Geniuses know that they're going to start moving quickly, and Jeorge hits all the shots. 4K on the round for him, and the defuse for EG with the pistol.
Very easy right there from Jeorge. Set up in a prime position to open things up right there. They find that first pick. There's your utility set gone, and if it wasn't for Sandman delivering that fight on the rotations over towards CT and a quick trade onto the A site right there, could have gone very sour for EG. Sandman pulling things back a little bit, gives Take Flyte a chance at the very least. That bomb plant is nice to look at investments immediately out of the gate, so good purchasing coming through from them.
Yeah, Sandman leaving me a little speechless there on the A side. He just ran through CT spawn and collected 3 kills. Just unfortunate, no conversion off the back of that. Bomb plant, though, of course, very impactful, as we're just going to be seeing. This has become more commonplace in first gun rounds. A lot of teams saw Badass Gaming completely run it yesterday against Party Astronauts straight through A main. Jeorge on the hold, though. The off angle being taken. The AUG in play. Oh, but you got to get your gun out if you want to take some targets down, and he certainly does. That's an excellent first and a ton of damage on Sandman. He can get the finisher at any moment, but it will be MDS to trade one back, and Junior will scamper through the smoke and steal one. Walco as well, sticking around. The Evil Geniuses will not allow another bomb plant here. Zayler, only one here remaining on the site, and with Sandman so low, the chances dwindle.
Yeah, flank being covered right there. Not catching Hex off guard like that. Autimatic looking to close the distance as well. On this maxed in, the chase is in. And Zayler can't get that flash off in time. Can't find safety. So not a bad little execute right there. What I felt like what's key for Evil Geniuses was the reaction to that. As soon as you feel a little bit of heat from Jeorge, as soon as he feels the pressure, he just tucks in the back of default. He gets so much supportive flashes coming through from CT spawn. Constantly tossing down flashes, constantly buying time for Jeorge to just stay alive. He took another fight, he did die, but by that time I felt like EG had already rotated over. Everyone was there, they had the extra help. And Take Flyte unable to pull that one across the line here. We got 4 deagles in the purchase, though.
I mean, still can stay dangerous with the hand cannon. Autimatic, however, just has a couple low HP targets to deal with in the flying MP9s. I think a dink landed there by Kojomo at the end of the day, but nothing much to be said here for Take Flyte. We're looking at a good one for EG, as they're staring at 3-0. This first gun round is going to say a lot. Is it just going to be, you know, the steamroller here for Evil Geniuses, as it has been so many of these ancient games? Again, I'll read off the stat. Last 2 opponents have been limited to 2 or less rounds here.
That's just always scary when you're going up against a team like that. And also out of the gates, we're seeing EG keep that style of a pretty suffocating bit of aggression here. I feel like that is all the more important when you talk about Ancient as well. If you don't let these players take the first phase of map control here, if you're not able to get past the doors on B ramp or get out middle on elbow towards mid, you're not going to be winning rounds. It's going to be very difficult to wait behind the utility and let EG establish all this control. So again, I feel like that win condition remains the same here of Take Flyte being able to force some respect here, being able to take some ground early on in these rounds here. If EG keep getting away with this, it'll become a bit of a problem early.
And we're gonna see Gabe fly through out middle. Autimatic is prepared for the fight. He's doing a good job, but a bad team flash. Walco, though, is gonna back it up with a triple kill. Lines up 2, and then the third bottom mid. Still has got ammo in the gun. Now we'll take the time to reload, but by that point, the round's basically over. Walco gets himself a 4. He runs through the whole team.
Autimatic was sent into the wolves right there as a distraction for Walco to swing. He wants his ace here. Might get it, not quite. This requires one more trade. Jeorge will take that one. Beautiful round for Walco. What a recovery right there. Off, massively awkward start. Huge misplay and some sort of communication error right there. Autimatic going forward. That flash just sent right to the smoke from his teammate. He got full whited by that. But Walco recovers. Walco saves him. He bails him out of that 4v5 and gives him a quick reminder that he can step up in the server too.
Yeah, it just shows a bit of disrespect here from Evil Geniuses. Like, certain risk there from Walco, but he hears both players run past. He knows there's a smoke covering his back, so he says, okay, let's fight. But now the Take Flight are going to do the exact same to Walco. They're going to bring some disrespect to the table, and Junior and Hex could be out of position, but Hex readjusts. Ready for the next player towards the ramp as well, but Junior can't handle the spray. Kojomo, long range with the Tech 9, but Autimatic will put an end to that. Flying through the smoke, hoping for the bomb plant is all that Take Flight can get out of this one. Might be granted it as Sandman hits him with the swing. And Zaylor up close with a Tech 9. It's turned around. It's a 1v2 for Jeorge.
Oh, that perfect push and pull of the contact right there. They don't take any further space, though. Zaylor not going to peek towards CT. He's not going to give his life back here. Jeorge coming through on the opposite side of the map here. Early fight given. Sandman just going to win it straight up. And then what a robbery of a round right there. In a 3v2 with low HP, they're able to pull things back.
That is incredible, Sandman. Really on point tonight. The shoulder peaks that he's been hitting, individually speaking, he is keeping pace with Evil Geniuses. Also, great positioning from Zaylor as he's able to handle the players in long. Holding off on the cross, he takes an off angle that EG just simply aren't prepared for. A missed smoke backing that one up as well. Take Flight. Already things looking good. As Walco again stepping forward, again brawling. Will take the kill and the AK.
That is fiery fights here. I mean, Walco just keeping his game plan consistent. That's a neat little flash there to toss in towards ramp. Offer up some support from a distance here. Zaylor. Ooh, gets a little jiggle. Not spotted, I don't think. They rotate heavily off of the site here. That smoke is so very deep. And it might just encourage them to pop through that. Once you throw that smoke, you know, one flashbang, and they're in the site at that point.
Oh, but a great jump up in the mid round from Jeorge. Re-clearing middle here from Evil Genius. They will not sit on their hands. They will take the space back. HexT, however, was the only defender, and he gets traded out 1-for-1. Jeorge's gonna make a play, though, and running right through double dink to the first and the next. Jeorge looking precise as ever. EG bounce back.
Good support flashes coming through there from Junior as well. Caught both players, both flashes perfectly played out to help Jeorge out in the late round. Again, that's more support here coming through from Evil Geniuses. So rapid on those rotations here, so quick on their plays. They do not hesitate at all. Take Flight. Still locked in at one round. Like you said, though, we have some good performances. Sandman playing very well from the pistol. The first bounce is able to succeed. We got Kojomo back with an AWP here. Gonna meet Junior head-to-head here. This is the talk of the town right now.
Just sneaks underneath the scope.
Oh.
In the meantime, Kojomo gets him angled into the site, and Hex turns just as the flash pops, and Junior can't cut the cross. However, Walco inside of Gabe has just been an absolute menace. Oh, Molly even tossed in towards the back of the site. Jeorge continuing to frag up, and As soon as things start going right for Take Flight, Walco has something to say, looking for the triple, but could not convert. Sailor with the coverage. That's a 2v3, still a playable round here for Take Flight. But Junior still present, but allowed for the cross. Kojimo makes his way back in towards B ramp and dodges out on the op, but Junior, now Kojimo in for a clutch, a 1v3.
Ooh, that smoke's not gonna help him out here. He can't play off the gap of it though. Misses his chance. Big whiff there and follow up there. Jeorge gonna claim this prize. So yeah, tough 1v3. How to connect in those early shots, right? If you find that first kill, put it into an early 1v2, those post plants. We were talking about it yesterday with Pone alone, where he was really struggling in those late round situations. To land those op shots in the post plant to give yourself some grace, to give yourself some ground to work with right there. But once you miss it, you give up your position. You give up the little play that you had on the gap of the smoke, and you know everyone's covering at the end of that.
Yeah. Opportunities there for Kojomo on the post, but the hype, maybe it's not all there. We'll give him a couple more rounds, but right now it's 6-1. The stat still holds. Evil Geniuses on Ancient right now have been on the warpath. Yeah, despite Kojima not necessarily, delivering the 1v3 against Evil Geniuses, not necessarily because it's expected. But there are other lights here on Take Flight. We were talking about Sandman and his excellent start. Like, there are still moments for this Take Flight squad, so I trust that they can at least put together a solid enough half. They have a bye in this one.
Yeah, there's constant bomb plants and a loss bonus will afford you that much, which is quite nice. We'll see what they can do. Bring some of that life here. They have been finding some good ground, I feel like. Now they're doing a decent job of forcing it back, I'll say, but Walco here has been a huge difference maker in some of these rounds here. When things start to go wrong over towards that B side of things, on the anchoring, a quick recovery made, and all of a sudden, Walco's in your face. He's finding kills, he's finding responses. So
yeah, Walco's just been an absolute fiend inside of Cave right now, always taking the opening fight at the moment. It's honestly such a development as a player. He's even doing this in EU, where he's not afraid to take duels and leverage his individual ability sometimes. Last thing you expect from what used to be kind of like a middle fragging IGL, now he's taking the reins. And I think over the course of like us casting him for the last, couple years or so, he's had a couple games where they're just Walco games, where suddenly he's just at the 30 bomb mark.
yeah.
And it's with those kind of rounds.
He said very early on in his IGLing career, this is all the way back when G-Man Chu left the roster, that he didn't want to ever be IGL that caused his team, to lose in terms of fragging, right? He doesn't want to be behind the pack there, and like you said, sometimes he does have those games. I mean, did it versus G2, so he can do it versus anybody. Okay. That little bounce on the AG right there, that landed right on their head, and then the molly to follow it up. That's devastating.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't know when to stop. There's his second. A flashbang. Oh, he's back turned here to MDS. But he won't escape Junior. An automatic lasered into middle. Sandman down and the round's over here. It's a Sailor in 1v4.
I don't even know what hit him right there. That was all according to plan there. Quick trade even to Walco. So the one little blind spot I feel like is so quickly recovered. And a quick headshot out of Automatic's rifle to finish the job. That one looked just clinical. Easy for EG. And that's a full gun round that just gets swiped aside right there from EG. Like, that's all the tools right there. You set yourself up for success, and you were just blasted out of the server.
Yeah, this is a merciless Evil Geniuses right now. Nade Molly combo to just drop the entry fragger. Walco takes a step forward. Individual fight gained. Like, really, on the individual front, Walco is just... feels like he's outplaying an entire team on his own. But now he has help with autimatic. And Evil Geniuses still want to keep pushing down this B lane. They want to keep leveraging their advantages, and they will. Zaylor down early on. Autimatic taking flak. Doesn't matter. He gets a second. Jeorge follows up. And a 2v5. Nothing much to be said here as the round's done again. Flawless this time from Evil Geniuses.
Oh my goodness. Just stepping up with some dominance right there. Again, back-to-back rounds where it just looks deadly here. They've got 3 AKs right now to rock with for EG. They got Walco on the A1S and an op in Junior's hand, so you got all of these incredible tools, and they're just landing the shots to back it up. Now autimatic's taking the space, taking Walco's role of just landing all of these kills on the B side of things. You're gonna again probably just keep pedal to the metal right now. HE's doubling up right now to do more damage. MDS down early. They only have 1 player towards middle, so you know they're looking to take that fight towards B again.
Yeah, Walco, smoke. That extinguishes the Molly. Ready to peek. Down bottom mid once again. Now Kajoma also eating tags, but Sandman just absolutely takes this round into his hands. Swings out of A main, almost drags autimatic with him. Still a 4 versus 4, and Kajomo not really in a position to capitalize on this, but look what it's done to the rotations. Hex takes his eyes off of B ramp, while the rest of Take Flight take the B site.
Oplurk over towards the A side of things, selling a lot of rotates right now, but Hex isn't so convinced here. He's still ready to steady his aim.
Discount him.
Oh, don't clear him.
And Junior missing shots, but Hex still alive. And Junior will connect. Still at 2v3, but Coach almost so darn far away. Hi there. Oh, Walco hurt him. Walco needs this frag. Kojomo the same. This duel means the round, and Kojo couldn't hit it, but Gabe is locking things down all on his own. It's now 1v1. Swing to sight, though, and Walco's prepared. Walco handles both remaining players for Take Flight to keep nearly a clean sheet. It's 9-1.
Oh, you gotta like painfully laugh that one off right there if you're Kojomo on that flank. You think that there's no way there's someone flanking this late into the round. He had such a good read on the lurk right there, but Lofka plays it very patient. And in doing so, he catches someone with his knife, chasing him. And still closes out the clutch versus an on-fire Gabe. They just found 2 of his teammates. You know he's feeling confident for that last swing. It's tough to cool someone off like that, but Lofka, he's way more hot right now on the server. 14-5 for him. Out towards the middle. No dice for Sandman this time around.
Tough beats, tough beats. No opening kill. Sandman has been getting the success for Take Flight, but it's not happening in this one. It is Gabe, though, these last couple. Junior just gets rocked. And the B site open again as Gabe continues it. He's gonna go for 3. Takes the B site all on his own to keep Take Flight in it.
My God. Oh, this little dance in the smoke. I feel like MDS might have gotten blocked by something, but maybe he doesn't register that. And now diving on into the fray here.
The site?
Gabe, he thinks it's his teammate.
Gabe thinks it's his teammate, but it's autimatic jumping through the cave smoke. MDS surely has to have this kill locked in, right? Once the smoke fades, it's gonna be the last thing they expect. Zaylor as well. Excellent shooting. MDS follows up. Tag team duo to lock in the round for Take Flight. It gets a bit awkward with autimatic. But Take Flight trying to break EG's streak here on Ancient.
I just love how much pure confusion and chaos is going on in that round. Can you imagine if you're Gabe right there and you get flanked, just posted on an angle, you thought it was your teammate, you were certain it was your teammate. You're so focused on your crosshair and the mini-map, nothing seen, and that's just a bit wild right there, but it is going to be a chance for 3 here at the best, which maybe isn't ideal, but you can still work with that.
Playing with nades out middle right now. Automatic's gonna get get deleted. He tried to break his own smoke, and Kojima was ready. Trades back and forth. Walco aggressive on B ramp, but doesn't fire off the shot. Gabe probably wasn't prepared for it there, Walco. Maybe looking at his mini-map and loses out on that fight, but two go back. HexT and Jeorge clawing back at this one. Evil Genius has maintained the advantage.
Able to close out on a couple of these crucial kills here. Zayler and MDS, do they want to walk through that smoke here? Hex, a really well-placed smoke. Tossed on out, gonna be blown open though. There's the wake-up call, the double swing comes through, but Hex is still able to clothesline MDS.
Yeah, that's an excellent one. Let's pick up the bomb here. Zayler gonna underhand a smoke to at least garner a cross. Oh, but Junior.
Oh, he's gonna go through
No
this.
respect. He's gonna walk right through it, but he didn't rush. Doesn't matter. It's actually George's shots through the smoke that are gonna lock it in, and that's gonna be a 10-2 half here for Evil Geniuses. Can they keep the streak going? Can Take Flight go higher than 2? Evil Geniuses are on the warpath. Is 2 all they get. Take Flight could only muster a pair of rounds in the first half, and Evil Geniuses have limited all of their opponents to that very number. Can we get a pistol? Can we get anything else here for Take Flight? A little bit of hope to carry the 6-3 hype they started the season off with. I'm fine, drop a call, extra McHenry. History or something in the making for sure.
Absolutely. They're looking to lock themselves in. Try and beat the record of their enemies in that last matchup. They're trying to break the 2 deadlock that EG have constantly been besting. They can't make it past that smoke, and Walco's already found an entry. This is going to be a really deadly split. As you can see, everyone's falling to the aggression here. Once the entries come through, they do not stop flowing, but Zayler at least going to answer back with a nice little 2-piece of his own, and MDS has a big flank.
Hold on. They're going to turn it around. Zayler and MDS trying to drag his squad back into it, but I don't think autimatic has been spotted. Not recognized here. Head turned and head sent off by autimatic. Zayler now only on 24 HP as well. Does not make this any easier. He's going to have to jump through the murder hole here in Temple and hope and pray. And it almost does, but just couldn't connect the headshots with the dual Berettas. 11 rounds to Evil Geniuses, 2 away from keeping this absolute blowout streak alive.
I mean, just not relenting here. And again, this is a roster who I've been impressed with. I think you look at yesterday's win, and I feel like Rocket, they still have a lot of work to be done here. They've had a pretty rough road on this season so far. Take Flyte, you can't say the same. They played incredibly well, but it just seems like it's the same result once again. Just utter dominance. MDS is going to look to step up, though, and at least deliver some ground here on the CT side. Might be able to break some of that deadlock.
That's something. A great opening kill here from MDS, but he's kind of pinned in. But, I mean, this MP9 is hard to hit, and he will survive this engagement with autimatic to actually solidify an advantage, but we have to push down Autumn G Jr.
Ooh.
Oh, he was waiting for the flash, instead turns away, not prepared for Zayler. Walco, though, trying to take advantage of it, and Gabe delivers on his front. Everyone from Take Flyte fracking out. Just Hex remaining here, trying to complete a 1v5, and we might see a 3rd round from an EG opponent. Hex has to hold it down. He does get another. No. No. It's now a 1v2 here for Hex, and he has 50 seconds to work with. Walks into Sandman, and there it is. A 3rd round versus Evil Geniuses.
Finally, someone able to break that here and give themselves some life. What a way to win around. Everyone just winning their duels. It got a little bit dicey there towards the tail end when Hex starts to chirp up, but MP9s, like you said, they can be really tricky if you're able to just run and gun. If you're able to just keep that mobility rolling. They find themselves a lot of success right there. We're going to see the immediate force buyback, though, for EG. They're not happy with that last loss. They're going to try and continue to press the metal to the floor here. Fast, off-spawn, A-call, deep molly in from Kajomo. He has to dance with these fights.
Uh-oh, and he's running out of ammunition. Doesn't matter, he gets ran down by pistols. Sandman next, out in the open, head armorless versus these pistols. He goes down easy. MDS still battling, trying to keep this game, this map alive. For Take Flyte, while Walco's trying to rip it away from him. Has an auto shotgun picked up from Gabe. Uses it versus Zayler. It's just the IGL here. MDS, he's taken down by a scavenge rifle. 12-3.
What on earth was that? Red Kajomo was just trying to spam through the smoke with an A1S. If he had an A4, I kind of understand it a little bit more. We know the A4 can tear through and it has that extra ammo, but spamming that smoke when a pistol rush is coming your way with 20 bullets is going to certainly lead to that exact result. Instant demise there on that A side, and they just take way too much space. Walker continuing to be a thorn in Take Flyte's side. While they maybe find 3, they might not get much more than that.
Yep, well, it's been 1 round, it's been 2 rounds, now it's been 3 rounds. Take Flyte at least keep something alive here with a desperation force, backs them against the wall on their map pick. On what would probably be considered their best map. And the next one up is Mirage. That's Evil Genius's confidence pick. Let's see if MDS can hold things down. He does. He does get the headshot in with the 5-7. Things are starting to compound against Take Flyte. Autimatic picks up MDS. Now a 3 versus 3. No kits on this play either, so they have to be fast, and they are. They're leaping through smokes and getting these kills down, but Zayler basically has to stick it at this point. Autimatic waiting for this smoke to fade. He might be granted the opportunity, or will he not?
Still up.
It's not gonna work. This smoke lasting forever. Zayler sticks it in. Autimatic, though, has something to say at the end of it.
What on earth right there? Just, I mean, I felt like that smoke just wouldn't Wouldn't go away, just leave.
Are you gonna
Automatic was
fade?
just waiting for it to leave, but it just never did. And it is a nice little way to close out with the extra kills there. It's not really the end of the world. EG stumbling a little bit, but it's only a slip up. Again, they still have themselves 8 chances. When you win a round and everyone goes down and you're up against map point, I feel like it doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence, but hey, maybe they can rally off of that. Comeback is coming through. Gabe.
Okay.
He's gonna make it true right there. What a spam.
I didn't even know you could do that with an Kojimo long range. Does frag one back, but deadly here for Take Flight. Automatic flicks up. Headshot delivered. 3 versus 3. MDS still alive though, up on the catwalk. Trying to frag back on this one, and Junior can't trade. Look at this refrag as well from Sailor. It's very coordinated here from Take Flight. Want to stay in this one, and a nade sinks right onto Automatic's feet.
Back.
Does not make this one easy. One goes back.
They're playing dodgeball.
Just hold. Oh my goodness.
You catch. You catch.
But still, there's a jailbreak, and everyone comes back. Might be Take Flight in this one as Sailor picks up the last in absolute chaos. It's 5 for Take Flight.
Nicely done right there. You said something very key. That coordination was very impressive. They get a little fight up in towards the top of cave, and they also fight down ramp as well, but it's this push and pull of attention. One kill from one side, and then the other swings forward, and it's just constant distractions here for evil geniuses to try and chase. We do have some goofy economic management here. That's what I like to call it. We got the force buys out. But hey, you're this close to closing out. They're just gonna look to do it early. Walko and Automatic, they're like, guys, we gotta buckle down here. Close this game out. Let's just save. Meanwhile, Jeorge, Hex, and Junior are like, but what if we win now?
Yeah. Why not get this one over quickly? We can win this round. We won't have to win the next. Things get weird as Sandman needs to dink, and all the pistols are hitting headshots. Still, Kojimo keeping Take Flight in it. 3 versus 3, dancing behind the boxes, but we all know how this one could go. Maybe one headshot can break open the site, and that's where Hex finds his frag. Kojimo still staying alive. He needs a refrag, but is gonna bail on it. We had to keep fighting there, and Gabe's like...
He's like, where are you going? Wrong way!
They're not... I mean, and he's gonna take the reins on this one, too. You ran away. I'm gonna fight. Junior now in the clutch, and Gabe's gonna take all the kills. Kojimo, why are you running?
The side is that way. Where are you going? Oh, dude, he actually just watching that thought process go through right there as Kojo's just trying to escape. Gabe's just like, let me handle this. Oh, what a wild game.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really run away
and now
from that
Automatic and
situation.
Walko are buying.
I can't believe, like, what is going on, guys? Boys.
I guess they didn't go super crazy though. They still have a little bit of reserve.
Yeah.
I don't know what the loss bonus is like right now, but it's not like 3,400. I know that for a fact. So.
It actually is getting pretty close. What a nade! Okay, I mean, hey, there's some setups here from Take Flight, and this is MR12, folks. Because Take Flight only 6 rounds away. Dare I say it?
Unbelievable.
It's not as far away as you think right now.
It's 6 rounds in a row. Only, well, I guess now 5. After this one gets complete, do you have a little bit of economic goofery going on? The EG camp. Again, I feel like so far this whole game they've been playing with the reins unleashed here. You might have to rein it in just a little bit. Might have to, you know, lock in to close this thing out here before Take Flight, build up that confidence, that momentum.
Yeah, we have some, definitely some tomfoolery from EG. We talked about how their wins were absolutely merciless. But Take Flight have had some individual moments to drag them back into the game. I'm still laughing at Gabe, just staring at Kajoma, running away from the site. Like, you gotta, what are you doing? It's like, where are you going?
Where are you going? Wrong way.
Ooh. I have not seen something like that. Because, oh man. I mean, in a 2v3, you're supposed to be fighting. Like, you can't run away. You're in a disadvantage. If you let them plant, you're just gonna be in a worse position than you were if you were fighting on the site.
Well, you see if you run away though, and then Gabe gets all the kills, then you win the round straight up. Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Yes,
Okay,
got the gator.
Oh, this is nasty. 1-2. There's no way he gets an extra though. As I mean, Jeorge might have to say, I thought you were watching my back, but he was.
A little bit unlucky there. Might be frustrating to lose, or at least die in that sort of fashion, but not the end of the world here. It is a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day. Very manageable for the T side.
Ooh, Sandman peeking back in from middle, about to walk into multiple players. Walker with nades in hand. The spray, though, was not clean enough. He couldn't make a clean getaway. Gabe, on the other side, pushes through Cave, hits a timing on the junior. Hex, though, trying to frag, put back the taps. Oh, it's awkward. Everyone's low here for Evil Geniuses. And Zaylor also hearing this pushback. He's going to just take this kill on a Hex. Someone has to pick up the bomb in 18 seconds. It has to be automatic. Now 10 remaining, and Zaylor just needs to just tuck away. No real chance here for automatic. He has to strafe on into the site. Easy does it. Take Flight. 4 rounds the difference now, Cole. It's all of a sudden in sight.
Yeah, didn't expect this one to go the distance here. Honestly, I was kind of joking at one point when we saw the UMP out, and I said the comeback is real. I didn't think that it was super real at that point, but the way that this game has been shaping up, it has been all EG all day. But Take Flight, again, they're doing what I said they need to do. They're forcing some respect. Actually, they're playing, you know, like this is just another day of competition here. Like, they're not going up against one of the best ECL teams in the division here. I love the CT proactivity that they're going through. I love the fact that they're willing to push with an auto shotty on a gun round towards middle. That doesn't really show signs that you're an underdog team here. That shows signs that now you're feeling a little bit of confidence here.
A great solid setup between Gabe and MBS. Just being heard. Gabe up close. A4 is the weapon for the job. And oh, it's MBS. 3 kills lined up. USP for the 4th. And now that deficit is 3.
This is getting very scary here. EG don't know what hit them. 9 rounds now found from Take Flight. 10-2. They lose the pistol as well. That could have been the curtains on this one. But they answer back with an eco. They've been saving themselves losses by winning on ecos here. They've already won 2 so far in this half to keep Evil Geniuses at bay here. 3 more chances for them. But it feels like by now they already know that they've let it slip a little bit too far, that they've given the confidence that Take Flight need to close this one out, take it into OT.
It's been 6 rounds in a row, 3 to go. Maybe, just maybe. No one's occupying this B site, though. Evil Geniuses could shift walk up onto B, but the problem is the bomb is not in position. They can't necessarily take full advantage of an empty B site at the moment. It is still not clear. Gabe, not sure he's spotted. Junior certainly has been, though, and MDS jumps into 2 waiting Ts. Now the bomb arrives. Ooh. Zaylor, the pressure's on you.
Oh, he's not covering him, and there's a big kill back. That's a bomb dropped on Catwalk. Zaylor still doesn't have to resurface just yet. Round becomes very awkward. Rotations arriving onto the scene. An automatic has to be the one to disrupt them. Here's that bomb finally being planted, though, and that CT spawn control is going to be something that they need to keep. There's automatic with a kill on the flank as well.
Yeah, but the The thing is, he is isolated from this play. Ultimately, there's still a real opportunity, but Walker can toy with his opponents. I mean, look at this. An unbelievable crossfire awaits these CTs. Sandman walks into the op first. Walko's going to lock it in. And that is going to end the comeback efforts from Take Flight. Of course, at the end of the day, they only needed one Evil Genius. Still a good effort.
Yeah, I mean, again, they made him work for that closure there, and at the end of the day, they made that scoreline look a lot better than a 13-2, which is what that could have been when you turn that second half and you get...